Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we are here to continue our spooky season content with a very fun look at an excellent 4K horror movie just released by Scream Factory. I'm talking about 1995's John Carpenter's Village of the Damned. So pop that tape in, I got you. Let's go do this. All right, so Village of the Damned, 1995. Now, this is a remake of an older film for sure, but this is sort of like the definitive version of this movie for me. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm obviously collecting all of the Scream Factory John Carpenter. I've mentioned it before with the big black collector's box, the vinyl that comes in. We're going to open that up in here in just a second. I had not seen Village of the Damned since I was maybe 16 years old. This came out in 1995. So I saw this at the theater. And I mean, I've maybe caught bits and pieces of it on TV since then. It was never like a high priority for me, even though I'm a big Christopher Reeve fan. I don't know why, because it checks my boxes as far as like the creepy small town atmosphere and vibe. It's got Halloween and fall vibes. There's pumpkins everywhere, all that kind of stuff. But getting this on 4K, got the collector set with this box, and it's got the vinyl record of the soundtrack, the two slip covers, a poster. But watching this in 4K was like a whole new experience all over again. Now, it didn't like make me like the movie more or anything. I mean, a 4K can enhance your watching experience, but if you don't like the movie, then it doesn't matter how clear and beautiful it is. You know, you can appreciate that, but if you don't like the movie, then none of that really is going to matter. You could just appreciate the quality. But I really like. I mean, it's one of those that maybe because I'm older, it's a little slower paced. Being a parent now gave me a different perspective on it, but holy shit, this 4K is phenomenal. Period. It is absolutely phenomenal. Now, you guys know I'm not big into like side by side screen grabs, videos, and all that because there's just too much that can alter how that looks as far as like all the compression for YouTube. My camera settings that I record 4K raw footage here and then color grade it, all that kind of stuff. My TV settings and all that kind of stuff can change everything. Your TV settings, how you're watching it. So what I do is I just take my 4K camera and I just kind of record my TV, and I don't even go to my QLED. This is just my like Vizio 4K. Well, I guess this is also a QLED, but it's the cheap version. I just kind of record, and just so that you have some visual reference. So it is a recording of my screen just for visual reference of what I'm talking about, you know, because I don't believe in all the compression. You're ever going to get a fair fight with how it looks. And this, there's no way I could do it justice because this looks so damn good, so damn crisp, but it still retains that filmic and somewhat nostalgic, like just genuine movie cinema look and feel to it. And I think about the shots of the town. Like that's some of the first thing, like when it's opening up and you see coming into it, because very early in the movie, the thing happens where everybody in the town blacks out. So if you don't know the story, everybody in the town blacks out, and then they wake up later, and there are 10 women who are pregnant after the blackout, and then they give birth to these 10 children that are very different. They have powers. I don't know if I would say they're evil. They're just like of a different, maybe they're aliens, whatever it is, but they're different than us. They have powers. They don't think. They don't have empathy. They don't have any of the human. They have no humanity. And these women give birth to these kids. But during the blackout, when it shows all these shots of the town and you see people spread out in these different locations, just how amazing this looks. You've got pumpkins in the background, you've got smoke coming up from a barbecue. Just everything just looks so clear, so crisp, so sharp, but still retains that creamy, filmic roll off and sort of the color vibes of older cinema, man. Like it doesn't look, it looks clear, but doesn't look slick and polished, I guess is a good way. So, I mean, it looks like you're watching a movie but it looks like a beautiful movie. Even before that, when like Christopher Reeve just pulls up to the gas station and he's talking to another guy out there, it just looks so good. Like, I mean, there's nothing scientific about what I'm telling you. It just looks damn good. It's like one of those things. Sometimes you put in some 4Ks. It's like, yeah, that looked okay. You know, I can't really, it's not that much difference between a Blu-ray. But when you put in 4Ks that kick it to the next level, you really see it. It really knocks your socks off. And that's without even an OLED. So like when I put them on, like I don't have an OLED. Still got to get one when I get out of my freeze here buying. Maybe eventually I'll get one. I go to my mom's and put it on her OLED and I'll check some. And then it's like, holy shit, this movie. So if it blows my socks off on my cheap 4K QLED Vizio and then on my Sony Bravia QLED, which is a whole other step up from just the Vizio, then you know what's going to happen when you throw it on that OLED. It's going to go next level. And this is one of those movies that can go next level. Let's open it up. First of all, you get this badass box, and there's David on the cover. He's the one that has like that begins to develop humanity. So it's like all the other boxes. And then you open this thing up, and inside here, you're going to have the vinyl record. So you're going to have Carpenter's soundtrack on here. And I always think these records look so cool. So cool. And yes, I have a record player, and I love records. I love the sound of vinyl. That just sounds so good. But those are so cool. And I love having these in my collection. So you have that. And on side A is the March of the Children. Side B is the Children's Carol. So you have the vinyl collectible soundtrack there. And then you're going to have your two slip covers in here. Of course, the box that holds it. This is your alternate slip cover, which this is like once the kids, they're going bad here. Like whenever they're doing something, their eyes glow. And then when they're doing something evil, they really turn red. But that's sort of the original artwork there. There's not a huge difference. I like both. I mean, you can't really use two artworks at the same time, but I can keep it in here. And I mean, I kind of honestly, I mean, I like this alternate here, but this one's just kind of classic, and I like it. Special feature. So this one is a 4K transfer from the original 35 millimeter camera negative. That's part of the reason it looks so damn good. Those are always going to tend to look better if they are restored correctly. It has a new audio commentary with filmmakers Jackson Stewart and Francis Galuppi. It's got Dolby Vision to it. And then disc 2, the Blu-ray has it has a Blu-ray copy of the movie, obviously, with it on the Blu-ray that's scaled down and put on a Blu-ray from that 4K transfer. It also has that same new audio commentary, but it has some additional new features too. It has new March of the Children composing Village of the Damned, interview with film music historian Daniel Schweiger. It Takes a Village. Some of this is archival. It Takes a Village, the making of Village of the Damned. Horror's Hallowed Grounds, revisiting the locations of the film, so you can go back and check out the locations. The Go-To Guy, My Career with John Carpenter by Peter Jason. And then it has vintage interviews and behind-the-scenes footage, image gallery, and trailer. So I'm not sure how much of this is new. I'm wondering. I haven't had a chance to check out all of the special features yet, but it says new up into a point where it says vintage, and then it lists things that are vintage. So maybe more of these are new features. I am not 100% sure on that. I didn't double check it because I have actually now watched the movie twice. I sat and watched it the other day when I was making myself take a break. And then I watched it again as I was filming part of it to put on here for you guys. And it is a damn good 4K restoration. You take the slip cover off. You have the original artwork in there. I don't know if it has the. No, it does. It doesn't have a reversible, but you got the two sleeves. And in here, you have your 4K disc and your Blu-ray disc, both with different artwork on them. So this stars Christopher Reeve, Kirstie Alley, Mark Hamill is in this movie. Christopher Reeve is Doctor. His name is Alan, and he and his wife are among the ones. His wife gets pregnant, and their daughter that they have, their daughter is kind of like the ringleader, Mara, and they're almost like these. They're like descendants of like one bigger organism, and as this spiraling mystery goes on, the government gets involved, led by Kirstie Alley, who's like a scientist, and you find out that this kind of thing has happened before, and they can't let this spread because ultimately they're deadly and they want to take over humanity. They don't believe in us living side by side. So you learn that a lot of the other places where this has happened ends very badly, and a lot of accidents start happening, a lot of suicides start happening. Nothing that they can completely pin on the kids, but the kids are definitely involved in it. And you get the one iconic scene, and this is a photo from it, where the kids first make someone kill themselves, and it's pretty disturbing. It's pretty disturbing that even as a young kid, like a year or two old, Mara, she starts learning her powers and makes her mom like stick her arm in a pot of boiling water, and this ends up to like multiple of these women killing themselves because it's messing with their heads, but then these kids are making them do things too. So Christopher Reeve, Kirstie Alley keeps wanting his help before this gets out of control. She wants him to teach the kids. He learns that he's got to block his thoughts from them because they have to stop these kids. And it's like one of those things where this town is isolated. They're completely isolated because the government can't let this spread. And they're kind of under more and more scrutiny. And if they don't get this under control, the government may just wipe them off the map, and they learn that this has happened before. So there is some gruesome deaths in this, though, as a result of these kids doing things. I don't want to spoil the whole movie, but if you've never seen it, to me, I'm no company pays me anything to promote their stuff or whatever. And I know you can wait on sales and everything else, and hopefully Shocktober sale is coming on here soon. I consider this, like, if you're a 4K and you like Carpenter especially, and you like 4K movies and you want some of the best 4K movies for your collection, this is a must buy. You cannot ask for more from a 4K than this. And I know like a lot of you guys out there are like audiophiles. You're big into the audio on it. So let me go back, and I mean, I have a great audio setup too. I'm just not like, it is a DTS audio. It doesn't have Atmos that I know of. I don't have the setup for Atmos, but it sounded amazing. We're going to do a room tour here eventually when I get everything cleaned up. But I have my clips, center channels, and right and lefts, and rear speakers and all that, but I just don't have the height channels. And it sounds amazing to me, to blow your ass out of this room in here for sure. But I consider it a must buy. I'm going to be doing a review on Poltergeist 2 here very shortly as well. I'm going to kind of separate these up so that because I don't want it to run too long on just reviews. But Poltergeist 2 came out right about the time as this as well, a little bit before. It's another one that is just amazing. Like these last few releases, these 4K releases that I've gotten from Scream Factory, they always do a good job. But I don't know what it is about these. Of course, getting the 35 millimeter negative is always a big thing. And I mean, I'm sure these were shot well. That lends itself to it. But Poltergeist 2 and this are outstanding. Village of the Damned is just an outstanding 4K. The movie is better than I remember. Maybe it's one of those growing older, like you appreciate more different things in it. Had an absolute blast watching Village of the Damned, and the 4K is outstanding. You will not go wrong. I would not steer you wrong. You will not go wrong if you pick this up. Hopefully it goes on sale on the Shocktober sale and you get a little off of it. You can get the standard. You don't have to get this big edition. But I think this was like $30 more to get this box, to get the vinyl, get the 2 slip covers, get the posters, all that kind of stuff. And that happened right before, like when I was still buying stuff. So thankfully I was able to get it. But we should have a big Shocktober sale coming. I'm going to get to that Poltergeist 2 review for you guys soon. I'll probably drop that this week too, just so you can kind of check it out as well. And let me know if you've gotten Village of the Damned. What do you think of it? I mean, there are parts, again, there are parts like where Kirstie Alley is outside in the dark and she's smoking, and the smoke from her cigarette comes up. There are things like that I always go to where it's like, blam, man, this thing is, the detail retention, the sharpness is next level. When the kids' eyes glow, that's always been like an iconic thing of this movie. But when their eyes glow in this movie, the color will just blow you away how strong and how good it is. And that's a huge part of this movie. So that's really, really cool. I cannot recommend this one enough. I'd consider it a must buy. I had a blast watching it. I'm going to watch it again. I've been putting it on and letting it play in the background just for atmosphere in here while I'm working. So super cool movie. Love me some John Carpenter. Love Christopher Reeve. Of course, Christopher Reeve, we've lost Christopher Reeve and we've lost Kirstie Alley since then. So seeing them turn in these lead performances is absolutely awesome. And I think it's a must buy. You got to have it and check it out. If you got it, let me know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Of course, we always do all kinds of things here. Physical media news, 4K reviews from a fan and filmmaker's perspective. The grain in this thing, if all you people who are worried about grain, they didn't DNR it. It's not over grainy. It was shot beautifully. It was restored beautifully. The proper film grain, the proper filmic look is there. And if you enjoy all this, please like, subscribe. Got a bunch of big lists coming. Sunday is going to be a massive list. 31 Days of Horror, what I'm watching, what I recommend you watch for your 31 Days of Horror challenge. That is coming on Sunday. Got some other videos before then. So make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that you're here for all of it. If you want to help support the channel, you can consider joining below at my Patreon link or right here on YouTube. Couple dollars a month, whatever level you get to. You get all different kinds of things, some behind the scenes videos, some members only special videos, some videos of my filmmaking, behind the scenes, short films I've done, all kinds of stuff. And of course, your name and lights right here and so much more. And I really do appreciate all the support from my subscribers, channel members, and you guys who watch and spread the pop culture word. We're at about 4,300 subscribers. When we get to 4,500, I'm going to make a big announcement that we're going to get ready for a 5,000 subscriber live stream where I'm going to do some big giveaways, some stuff that I've been holding on to for when we get there, and so much more. And I really do appreciate it. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
I know.